So Willie, fantastic afternoon, your first piece of silverware for the TSS Rovers. First of all, talk about what it means to you to win the Juan De Fuca Plate.
Well, I just don't think people understand, from where we come from, having built a tiny little club. We've gone out of our way to spend every dime we have to put a club together into this area, and now to have us get over the hump and start getting a few wins and actually see something happen and growing. I mean, that's the most important thing for us. The reality is when we win a trophy or we win a Juan De Fuca Plate, more people pay attention to our players, and at the end of the day, our trophy will be those guys making the next grade, and some of them already starting to deserve it.
Now, performance-wise today, first half, I mean, you came out, you could easily had 3-4 goals in that first half. You looked rampant out there, and then that must please you, but also the game management in the second half. I know you gave up one in stoppage time, but the game management from the guys in the second half was tremendous.
Yeah, I would say we looked like we turned over 10, 11 guys on the roster, but we'd really worked on making sure our hold-up play was good, but moved quickly. I think we can build more effectively out of the back, but yeah, absolutely, we could have scored 3 or 4 on the break, and in the end, that was sort of what we thought we could do, and it worked. And that's fantastic. I think at the end, we turned over 6 subs. We put in a whole brand new roster, a bunch of guys that think they deserve to start against in the next game. And now we got a real headache on our hand because we said that during the commentary. Can play.
Well, that's the thing. Like last year, you had so many injuries, so you couldn't have this. But now, I mean, we talked about it in the commentary. It looks like you definitely could put out 2 different starting 11s there, and they're both really competitive. Because a lot of folk would have looked at that and thought, why are you making so many changes when there's so much on the line? But you did so well, and the team is a big headache for you now. Yep.
Well, and I think we take our information from the top leagues on the planet and from the coaching courses and the thoughts on that, and the realities are every 3 games, every 3 days, very, very difficult for teams anywhere on the planet to play. So, we're looking to have the freshest lineup, and in this case, we have a whole whack load of players that can play, right? And so we felt like we could do it. We were nervous ourselves, having done it now twice, but results are there, right? They've gotten a win on the road against Highlanders. They got a win here. They've won the Juan De Fuca Plate for the club. We can interchange a lot of pieces, and we've kept our lineup injury-free and fresh. So fantastic.
Just last couple of things. Zach Verhoeven got the 2 goals today, and I mean, with so much competition, especially out in that left wing, that's what you're wanting to see from these guys. That they're going to come in and say, look, I need to go and perform.
Yep.
I need to show that I get these minutes. So you must be so happy with how Zach played.
Well, listen, Premier Development League. The idea is to learn in training, immensely learn lots in training. Competition is a big learning environment, right? You have to win your place to then win a place on the lineup, and when you take your opportunities, it makes us have to think 2, 3, 4 times about what to do, right? So for me, Zach's done very, very well. He's done better on the defensive side as well, which is what coaches at the higher end want to see as well. And for me, top performance in his 70 minutes.
And there's been a lot of firsts so far this season. First win on the road, first points on the road. I jinxed the first clean sheet. Paul Peterson up there said, as a goalkeeping coach, you do not say that.
That's twice in a row, 2 weekends.
You don't say that in the broadcast, so that's my fault. I'll take the blame from Mario for that one. But the big first is you're in first place still with Calgary. They beat Seattle this afternoon. You've got Seattle coming here next Sunday. Yep. I know you don't want to look too far ahead, but that game next Sunday is now massive because that can give you some gap over the Sounders heading into the end of the year.
Yeah, I think again, we always bring it back to what can our players get from it, and the reality is there's a different mindset that needs to be learned, a culture that has to come about being in top place and defending that, and then still being brave enough to go forward. So for us, we'll take it game to game, like so many other environments do. But the reality is, our players have to learn what it's like to manage the last 10 minutes to go out there and now be a top squad. People are gunning for us now, so that's different than it was last year, wasn't it? So it's great, fantastic, love it.
That's fantastic. Congratulations on the win, congratulations on the play, and we'll see you next weekend.
Cheers.